minutes.
Yes, all this is not going to happen unless we actually effectively break up the two-party system, which means a third party has to come in and show that a third voice, an outside voice of that two-party structure, is actually able to move this Overton window, to rock the establishment. That's why people think, the problem is people think, they're people against corruption. That's what they're against. And I don't agree with saying everybody come to the party for this reason, for our grassroots, our four pillars, and then saying when you come here, if we're acting out and not following those, quiet, because that's internal politics and people don't want to hear that. Actually, I think people want to hear that party actually has these discussions, actually says, wait a second, hey, you are shaming somebody for them not doing something that you're doing. When people come in, we need to give them the opportunity to say how they can help. Where do you see that we can change? How can we help you? How do you feel? Because everybody fell victim to the propaganda. We have to explain to them and make sure, well, the people that aren't already with us, how that propaganda has affected that output, all these boilerplate wedge issues that we keep talking about. Now, as long as Howie and the little toxic crew keep cheating, and now that Dario's on board, he was very open and very against what they were doing before, but now that he's on the inside club, he's very silent. Let's not talk about the issue, because unless we get the party ready for the general, all this talk about what we're going to do if we get into thing means nothing. We have to be honest about how we represent ourselves. We have to be honest about what kind of behavior is pushing people away. The toxic people, we have to talk about that. And if we don't, all this identity politics and everything that you've done and every religion that you're with, okay, I'm tired of I want religion and state to be separate, to actually be separate. And I don't want any more lawyers, and I don't want any career candidates. I'm sorry. I want to talk real shit, and I want to make some things move. Have these real discussions rather than playing high school politics. Let's be cool. Chad Wilson. You can go at Chad Wilson 2020. Listen, I want to break up the two-party system. I'm tired of that. And there's a way that we can leverage the third-party vote. We can tell the Bernie and said, hey, you want to make sure that the Bernie supporters, you want to make sure that Bernie gets the nomination? Make sure that we get on every ballot, so we put that pressure on. You can even go to Trumpsters. We need to give up the Clintons. We need to give up Obama. We need to ask for Epstein's names. What kind of fucking party are we if we're not talking about the shit that matters, that affects the world? Hello? This is the opportunity, 2020. We have the internet. We can connect. We have all these different voices, but we can't hide them and say, let's not talk about things that are actually preventing change. You're preventing change now. I'm not. I'm talking about the toxic behavior. I'm sorry. I'm actually fixing the party, not, joining every other party and coming along when someone asks me to join, or how many people that drafted Howie are on your payroll now? Tell me that.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Time.
You've been a Socialist Party member, correct, for some time now, right?
Yeah, back in 1973, after the old Socialist Party of America split three ways,